So welcome to a new episode of Dreamtime Videos, and today I'm going to be telling you this very realistic dream I had last year, I believe during the summer. So here's the dream I had, which felt so real, and it wasn't anything like I had before. So when I had this dream, I wasn't aware that I was dreaming at all because it just felt that real. Well, every dream of mine feels real no matter what may be going on. So let me get right to it. Okay, so this was last year in 2015, and I had this dream that I was like, it kind of seemed like I traveled back in time because I wasn't in this time. I wasn't in this time where it's like 2016, you know? I wasn't in this generation. I was in a very different time. I was like in the Western period, and it was like around the time when Billy the Kid was alive, and um yeah, so that was very interesting. And so, okay, so just to let you know, when I dreamt about this time, you're probably wondering if I probably dreamt about the cast of Young Guns, playing their characters, because to be honest, I didn't. I did not dreamt of Emilio Estevez as Billy the Kid. Not at all. I dreamt of the actual um, person himself. I did. So just to let you know, uh, just to make that clear to you. So here's how this happened, which was interesting. So what happened was I remember I was like wearing this really nice, dress. I don't know what color it was. I think it was like some kind of red, not like a bright red, but kind of like a dark red. But it still looked really nice on me. And I was in a saloon, to believe it or not. And it was like around nighttime. It was around nighttime because it was so dark outside. But I have to say, I was quite enjoying myself being inside in the saloon. I mean, even though I wasn't drinking or anything, still I was just sitting down. But then all of a sudden, I heard like gunshots going off, from left to right, like non-stop. And was getting scared. I thought, what's going on? So I did this, which I know maybe no one would ever do, but I did this. What I did was I got up from my table from inside, and I went outside, which I know seemed crazy. Like, what are you doing? Like, if there's gunshots going off, stay inside. Don't go outside. Well, I didn't do that, okay? I went outside, because I was just curious to see what was going on. Like, okay, I'm scared here, so I don't know what to think, you know? So, what happened was I went outside. It was, of course, dark outside. It wasn't cold. It was like kind of cold, but not really, but it felt nice outside. And so, all of a sudden, I see, horses running from this way to that way, and I'm looking around like, okay, I'm not getting hurt here, which is good, but what is going on? So I remember I heard someone's voice called out to my name, but I already know who it was. It wasn't, like a bad guy and all, because of course, why would a bad guy call out to my name, So I knew it wasn't anyone bad. But this person that I know who called out to my name, it was Billy the Kid. I think somehow we got to know each other before the this whole thing was starting. But of course, I didn't dreamt of that. I just dreamt somewhere in the middle, you know. So he calls out to me and he's like, he sounds worried and he tells me like, Brittany, go inside. And I'm like still panicking and I'm like, okay. Well, I didn't say okay, I thought of it, but after he said that, I just ran inside. I ran back inside to the saloon, and so I'm still hearing gunshots going off, and I'm still like, panicking inside, like, oh my gosh, like I hope no one's hurt, or worse, like I really hope not. So at some point it stopped. Like all the gun shooting stopped. And when it stopped, I think I started to panic a little bit again because I was like, okay, is everyone dead? Because I think I was just feeling that, and even though I was probably um, exa- exaggerating that part, I think I was just hoping that no one that I made friends with, that got shot or, dead, I just didn't want to think that. So, um, after that, since I was still kind of panicking, after that, he comes inside to the saloon, Billy the Kid. He comes inside, and so he gets himself a drink, you know. He gets himself a drink, and of course, I don't have a drink. I don't have a drink at all, because of course, I'm not the kind of person that would drink alcohol. I'm not. And so, well, even in real life, I'm not. No. And never. No. So, so anyway, he gets himself a drink. He sits down, at the table that I'm at. And after that, it was quite nice. Nothing bad happened after that because I think his friends went home, or I think some of his friends went inside to get a drink too. But he mostly sat at the table where I was, and we were just talking. But here's the funny thing: I could like see us talking. I could see it like from an angle like right here. But even though I could see where we were at, sitting at the table talking, I couldn't hear us talking. I couldn't. And so, yeah, that was strange how I couldn't hear the conversation on what we were talking about. I don't know why, but that's how it ended. And to be honest, when I woke up, I actually really liked that dream. But it's funny because when I woke up, I remember thinking, wow, like that felt so real. And I actually thought, so wait a minute, I had a dream that I was in the very different time, but not just any time, in the Western time, and not where, like not just in Western time, but also where Billy the Kid was alive. And so, yeah, it seemed like we were friends, in the dream, and that to me just seemed very interesting. So the more I thought about this dream that day, I thought, okay, I can't stop thinking about this dream. It's really interesting. I find it a good dream, and how it just felt so real because it did felt real. And so here's what I noticed on why exactly I dreamt of that. Because last year, I believe around this time, last year in 2015, I really, really, really wanted to watch the movie Young Guns. I did because I never had a chance to watch it. and I really wanted to. So somehow I felt, really eager to watch the movie because whenever I hear a movie and it looks really good to me, I'm like, okay, I want to watch it. So somehow I feel very eager to watch a certain movie, and that's how I felt last year, in the summer of 2015. That's just how I really felt, and it's funny. I'm glad I didn't quite watch it at the time, and here's why: is because somehow I thought, you know what? Before I watch the movie, I just really want to do some research on it and get to know more about the history itself and the people at the time, So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do that. So I did. I actually did my research on Billy the Kid. I was reading it pretty much everything on Wikipedia, and I find it just interesting. And I was like, wow. And so not only was I reading it, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna look up on YouTube to see if there's a documentary of it. And of course there was this Billy the Kid documentary on YouTube. One video. It was like about, I think, 54 or 57 minutes long. And this was funny because when I was watching this documentary, it was like um, from 4 to 5 in the morning. And I know that sounds crazy, like what? Like, I'm pretty sure you're thinking, why would I be staying up that late just to watch a very long documentary? Well, to be honest, I only did that because I just wanted to know more about that time and about Billy the Kid and about the regulators, his group, that's what they called it. So I just wanted to know more about it. So that's why I stayed up to watch it on YouTube. Just to learn. So of course, as you can tell that when I was done watching it, that's when I went to sleep, and that's when I had the dream. I did. That's when I had the dream. Except, well, I pretty much told you everything about the dream, but it's interesting because when I had this dream, I wasn't expecting to be involved. Like in that time, I thought, well, no, actually, because yeah, it's funny. When I woke up from it, thinking of every detail that happened, I thought, I think it was quite interesting how I was involved, like in this time, and where these people were alive, and so I thought, wow, I'm glad it wasn't just something like the kind of dream where you're just watching it, but you're not really involved in it. But I think in a way I'm glad I was it wasn't like that where I was just watching it happen and that I was just like there because it felt so real. And yeah, that's pretty much uh the dream I had. I hope you liked it. Oh, and just to let you know, since I didn't get to watch the movie last year, just to let you know, I did watch the movie Young Guns this year. I did, and I gotta say, I love it. It's just a really good movie, and since now I've seen the first one, now I feel really eager to watch the second one because somehow the second one isn't available to watch anywhere, not Hulu, not Netflix, not even for free on YouTube. So with me, I'm like, okay, is there a way for me to watch part two? Because I feel so eager to watch part two. I feel like I'm gonna do whatever I can to watch it. But in case I have another dream, because sooner or later I will watch part two, I will let you know. I'll definitely make a video out of it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below and share it if you want. You know, it will mean a lot to me if you did. So yeah, I am gonna be doing more videos more often, and next week I would say either next week or so when I can I will do another Q&A video. So keep that in mind, and I will see you next time. Bye.